Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and today we're going to be checking out this new batch of Musculoids. Now, I have taken a look at some of the incredibly fun Musculoids toys on this channel before. These are a really fun set of indie toys, art toys, whatever category you want to put them in. But they're super fun. They're like these oversized, super muscular figures in that retro 5.5 style that I love. But these are a little different than the ones I've looked at in the past because these are the new soft vinyl versions. Normally, the 5.5 figures from Musculoids that I've looked at before are made of a rubber material, so they're very heavy, very thick and rubbery, and these are much more in that action figure kind of style, but they're like a soft vinyl, so they're a lot more lightweight, but they still have the same look and feel of the Musculoids. So as you can see, I've got 4 different ones that we're going to look at today. These new soft vinyl ones will come to you in these nice little baggies with the cool header cards there with that very retro looking Musculoids logo, which is great. And then if you look at the backside, you do have a cross sell there showing you all of the characters in waves 1 and 2. The 4 that I have here are Skulltron, Murderax, Necro Wizard, and Lord Massive. And I'm going to go ahead and just get these opened. I love these little header cards, but we're going to go ahead and pull these off these bags. And we're going to go ahead and get these guys pulled out and get a closer look at them. Okay, I got these big buff dudes outside of the packaging so we can get a closer look at them. So they do stand pretty tall, actually. So they are right at about 6 inches tall. You can see over here with Murderax's luxurious hair. Obviously, he stands a little bit taller, and Necro Wizard's hat makes him go pushing almost 8 inches tall. I guess he's around 7.5 inches. But they are about in that 5.5 scale and that same styling as a lot of those retro figures. I do think it's important to throw them in here next to He-Man just so you can see what to expect with the overall scale. Obviously, the styling is there. And if you are seeing these Musculoids for the very first time with this video, the whole idea behind this was thinking back to your childhood when you're holding a He-Man figure in your hands. He felt so massive. So the idea here is just to create these incredibly massive barbarian dudes that are just totally over the top with their muscles and the veins popping out and everything like that. It's a really fun concept. And like I said, the ones that I looked at in the past were made of like a hard rubber material. So they were very heavy, like homemade toys, hand-painted, very cool. But now we've got some production soft vinyl figures. So these are very lightweight because they're like that hollow vinyl. So if you're familiar with vinyl figures or maybe like Sofubi vinyl figures, that's exactly what these feel like. But they are quality made, like they feel really good and they are all articulated exactly where you would expect them to be, with the heads turning left and right, the arms moving up and down at the shoulders, the waist will turn left and right, and then the legs just kind of rotate there at the hips. And they're very, very cool. I just knocked over one of our guys over here, but I love these character designs so much. These were my favorite ones that I picked out, which is why I've got him here in this video. Murderax here with his luxurious locks, absolutely my favorite character design. But you can see the wild colors here, like Skulltron back here absolutely has a Spectratron kind of color motif going on. If you're familiar with that retro 5.5 line with that bright green skull and the purple on there, he is very cool looking. I definitely want to talk about these weapons. I'm really impressed with the weapons with these guys. First of all, these are like full-on plastic weapons. These are like production pieces. The colors are amazing. Like Murderax here comes with this gold sword, and look how shiny that gold is. It is beautiful. On top of that, we've got little gemstones embedded in it. Man, it's shiny, it sparkles. This is totally speaking to me right here. Absolutely would have been some of my favorite toy weapons as a kid if I had these. But I love it. I love the way they stand out. Just kind of like with these darker tones on the figures, and then they have these bright, vibrant, metallic weapons. Like the weapons feel special, and I really like that about these guys. So let's go over here to like Skulltron's the same way. Now the rest of these guys all have silver weapons, but again, look how metallic and shiny and silver that looks. It's beautiful. And he's also got like a nice little yellow gemstone embedded in there. One thing I noticed is that the handles on the weapons are really wide, and I was worried that they weren't going to fit in the hands, but the hands do flex, I find, and they still get a really tight grip on the handles. So there's really no problems there whatsoever. This is another sword over here. This one doesn't have the embedded gemstone, but it does have this awesome skull design on there that you can see, still done in this metallic-y silver color. And then that brings us over to the Necro Wizard here, who's got this wicked like sickle staff. And he's one that I was really worried because the handle is so wide. I didn't know if it was going to fit in his hand, but like I said, the hand flexes around it, and he holds onto it pretty good. It's a pretty cool staff. One thing with him that I noticed is he's got a very soft vinyl head, and it's probably just because of the shape of it, so I guess it's a lot more hollowed out. So you can see he's got quite the soft head going on here. Very squishy head. None of the other guys are like that. All the other heads are solid. So I did find that pretty interesting that our Necro Wizard over here had that very soft head. I do love how that same silver is on his hair and on his belt and his wrist bracers. Just really a striking look. I'm really impressed with how metallic those colors came out. Man, those are some very, very cool metallics. So they do stand good. You've noticed I've kind of bumped a few of these guys over a little bit. It's kind of like your retro figures. You just got to find the right stance with them. But it's not like they don't stand or like they're poor at standing. They actually work pretty good. And man, these guys are photogenic. I love the way these guys are popping on camera right here. I don't know, so much fun. I love this sort of thing. I think it's a great homage to those vintage barbarian beefed up toys that a lot of us had as kids. And the designs are really fun. The weapons are my favorite part of these guys. They are super cool. And it's neat seeing these done in a soft vinyl production type run. For those of you out there who prefer something that's more akin to an action figure or more akin to like a sofubi vinyl type thing. I think these are great and definitely worth picking up. The designs are awesome. So you can look, there's tons of different designs available. I'll go ahead and link you guys over to MUSCULOIDS.com so you can check these out for yourself. Super fun toys. Love the homage to my favorite type of action figure form factor here, the 5.5 style. So special thanks to the folks over at MUSCULOIDS for hooking me up with these because I think these are incredibly fun. Definitely head on over and check them out. I'll put the link in the video description. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and until next time.